queens, what's good? So today I'm gonna be doing this video. It is a full face of makeup of literally my all-time go-to makeup products I've been using since I started makeup, or around that time, I guess you could say, or when I got good. But yeah, so basically, I mean, there's not really much else for me to say besides let's get on with it. I'll be listing all the products down below. I'm not sure, but I don't know the prices of them, and that's a lot of fucking work, and I love y'all, but so oh, I forgot to blend. It's for the camera though, so it doesn't matter. I hate myself. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get on with the video, and yeah. Before I take off my makeup, because I filmed my intro at the end after I did all this, I wanted to say that Vanity Planet was kind enough to send me this brush. It's one of the thingies that spin. I actually highly like it, and if you guys know that my skin has been really fucking trash lately, and I've been using this and I absolutely love it. The brushes are, what is it called? Silicone based brushes, so you basically, it won't get won't fuck with your skin. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I've been using it for about a month now. I've actually noticed my texture gone down, and if you guys know, I don't have as much acne as I do texture, and this has really helped with that. It's speeds up the process instead of doing that, and it gets rid of a lot of the gunk that's in your pores that your fingers actually can't. So that's even a plus, you know. And it's pretty affordable, actually. I'm gonna link their website down below and everything, so you guys can go buy this. I high-key recommend it. I've been using this, and this is insane. I've been using Smirnoff vodka as a toner, basically, and it's been cleaning my skin actually good. So what I do is I use the vodka, and I clean off my skin real good with that. Warning, it can dry out your skin, but it doesn't for me, so. But I've been cleaning my skin off with that, and then I've been going back in with this, with a, my black African soap, and then I wash my face off with that after I take off my makeup, and then my skin's clean as fuck. So, and yeah, so let's get on with the video. Hey, okay, so I'm back here, and my brows are already pre-done, because I always just naturally I always just redo my brows before I do my makeup. Work with, so for my brows, I use the Anastacio Dip Brow in the shade Soft Brown. Alright, so now to get into face makeup. So for face makeup, for the foundation, I use the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade A36. It's high-key become one of my favorite foundations. I like it because I use a fuck ton too. But I like it because how fast it dries, but it's very workable after it's dry, if that makes sense. That's one thing I didn't like about the Fenty foundation, was that once it's dry, you can't use it. It's locked in. This is dry, but also you can move it around and work with it. That's why I fuck with it. Alright, so now for concealer, I like to use the Tarte Shape Tape because it wasn't overhyped. Actually, when everyone was oh my god, use the Shape Tape, I don't think it was overhyped. It was such a good product, actually. I wouldn't use it in looks where I don't tag the brands if it wasn't the best. And then for contour, I like to use a cream-based contour. And when I do that, I use the Fenty Matchstick, I think, in the shade Mocha. I like to blend out the contour with the foundation thing that I put it on with. If you guys notice, I use a foundation brush to put it on. I like to blend it out using that also, because sometimes with contour, I don't like looking too contoured whenever I use cream. So using that almost takes away color if it's too much. Alright, so now I'm going to be blending out my concealer. My under eye concealer. So to actually set it, I will be using the La Mer setting powder. It's 120 bucks, and it's my favorite setting powder. It's so expensive. I literally had to get it for a Christmas gift. But I get why Kylie Jenner's pretty. I get it. Alright, so I don't like how my face looks dull after I use setting powder, so I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix powder right here. I'm just going to put that all over. You guys are probably thinking that this isn't this is a lot of makeup. But if I just sit down and get my shit together, I can do a full face like this in about 30 minutes. If I just sit down and rush the fuck out of it, and a lot of people say they can't do their makeup whenever they're being rushed, but bitch, I fucking can. So for bronzer, I've been using the Makeup Forever Profusion bronzer. I really like it because it's such an orangey tone, and I don't like to use big bronzer brushes like these for when I do that, because I just can't control it. That's why I like this Morphe brush right here, because I can control where I'm putting it. And so, yeah. And if you look, I used a hold on. And not a lot comes out. Like, it's hard to get a lot of product out, so you're not wasting it even though I'm doing like this. And then to go over that, I use the Marc Jacobs because that is a gray tone bronzer. And then I bring the gray up into my forehead. So because of that gray and orange mixture, I like it this even. Alright, now for nose contour, I like to use the this one right here because, like I said, it's a gray tone. So I like to start off with bringing it up into my actual eyebrow hairs. Like that. So for eyeshadow today, I'll be popping on my Z palette or whatever. I have some of the prettiest eyeshadow shades in here. These are all like custom colors that I put into mine, and I really fuck with it. One thing I don't do is I don't use eye primer. A lot of people always drag me for not using eye primer. I don't know why, I just don't fuck with eyeshadow primers. I feel like they are like a waste of money and they don't actually work. Like, I've heard the Painterly Paint Pot, wait, Painterly Pro Longwear Paint Pot. I've heard that one's like really nice or whatever, but I don't know, just personally I don't fuck with them. I may be wrong. I'm always open to hearing like better ways of doing my makeup, but I just don't like them. So now I'm going to be using a just darker color and blending that into the crease. Again, keep going in with darker colors on my crease with the same Morphe B-Bella. Wait, this is a B-Bella RG220 brush. I like using one brushes for, like, a lot of times, like, I don't use many brushes for looks. When I come on my under, like, lash line section, I start using a lot of brushes, but when I'm just doing my top eyeshadow, I literally just use the same brush and, like, go like this if I need to. I'm such a mess. Now I'm placing this darker brown color on the intersection right here and the out. So now I'm starting on the bottom part and I'm using this lighter shade. Basically doing the same thing I did up top with the same exact shades from my Z palette and then blending them in. So now I'm going to be adding a little bit of this black color, and it's the Anastacio single shadow in this black. I'm not really sure what like the name of the color is, but I just know it's the Anastacio black. We're using my MAC Prep and Prime in the lavender spray thingy. And then for the I'm gonna put a little bit of glitter in the middle here. I'm gonna be using the MAC pigment in the shade. I'll be using the MAC pigment in the shade Melon on my this little. Oh, I dropped it. And this little thing right here. What I like to do, I like to get a little bit of the MAC eyeshadow primer and put it on top of where I'm gonna put the the glitter. Alright, so I hopped on the glitter on this eye, and now I'm gonna put on some lashes, and I'll be right back with the next eye completed. So my eyeshadow is completely done and everything, and I'm gonna be popping on my lipstick. Wait, actually no. I'm gonna be using my Prep and Prime spray so I can get my face done and everything. So we're using the new Lavender Prep and Prime spray. It smells so good, it smells so good. Okay, alright, so what I like to do whenever I spray it on, I douse my face in it. Or I'm literally wet, alright? And then I get my beauty blender, and then I press it back into the skin. Like, I press it into my skin. And then that also blends out any imperfections in the makeup, and also presses the Prep and Prime spray into my skin, so it won't go anywhere. Alright, so now that that is done, I'll be popping on a lipstick, and let me go grab it. Okay, so I'm back with lipstick, and for lipstick today I'll be using the Jeffree Star Posh Spice. This has become one of my favorite lipsticks of all fucking time. Mainly because it's like the perfect nude that matches with my green eyes and whenever I wear orange eyeshadow, so that's why I love it the most. Then I like to outline it with the Jeffree Star Dominatrix. Alright, so I mix in some of the Jeffree Star Dominatrix with it, and it gives it that perfect like brown gray mixture, and I really fuck with it. Alright, now for highlighter, you guys know I like a bright white fucking highlight. I like to mix highlighters. That's like one thing. I have a set of highlighters that I mix, and then when I mix them, they're like intense. So let me get those out together. So this is ridiculous. For highlighters, I like to use the Siberian Gold by Jeffree Star and the Jeffree Star Ice Cold, and then a little bit of the Anastasia and their Hollywood highlighter, So Hollywood Illuminator, and then the Kylie Cosmetics Santorini. What can I say? I'm a highlighter addict. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the Prep and Prime spray over my brush, and then I'm going to start with the Anastacio one. Coat the fuck out of this brush, and then I'm going to put it on. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the gold highlighter instead of using the white. So I'm using the Gold Anastasia highlighter mixed with Siberian Gold by Jeffree Star. I like to highlight my ears, and everyone always asks me, I think it looks so pretty. I don't know, that's just like a personal preference, and I fuck with it. I think like Jeffree Star is one of the only other people who do that, and I think it's like really cool and neat. Not many people do that, so. And then to highlight my nose, I'm using the white Jeffree Star Ice Cold. I'm gonna... Ooh, I be looking fucking good, oh my god. Alright, some more of that highlighter. I like to clench the brush like this, and then do kind of like that, and then bring it upwards. And then get the fine point one and go over the lighter color. This is where I bring out the Kylie Santorini. I like to get that and make it more of a precise. Talk about having dead hair. Oh my god, my hair's trash. It looks cute whenever it's like down and like pretty, but like trying to get it to that process, oof, it's fucking dead. Bitch, you be fucking dead. I'm sorry. Alright guys, I'm back. So for lashes I put on the Tati lashes in the style TL2. They are my fucking favorite lashes. I don't wear any other lashes besides them basically. And yeah, I thought this look was very, very pretty after the end result. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure to follow me down below. My Instagram is EthanIsSupreme with one S, and my Snapchat is Trash Queen Ethan. I'll be linking all that down below. I recently started doing Twitter because recent things. So my Twitter will be down below also, and all the products. There's not much else for me to say besides thank you guys so much for watching if you got this far. Yeah, so adios. Alright, bye.